Today we are discussing the supply chain and how timber supply chain can resource and deliver both housing and other forms of construction going forward.
Some things that are definitely coming up are, of course, meeting the challenge to build all the houses that need to be built. And timber frame now accounts for 25% of the UK's housing production and construction. And we clearly see as an industry that that's where we're going to grow.
So the big innovations I think to come are in actually the supply chain behind timber. There are things that we can do now and tools that we have to revolutionise and change the supply chain that we use to produce and design that we just didn't have 10 years ago.
If I was going to government and asking what we needed to do, it's just to support both the timber frame and housing sector to push forward the use of new technology so that we can deliver more homes.
I think the most pressing issue relating to timber is getting it accepted by the market as an equal competitor to standard construction materials.
We are competing with steel, we're competing with concrete, we're competing with masonry. We needn't be afraid of what we've got to offer because the products and services are superb.
What we're seeing is that we are slowly making it competitive to traditional methods of construction, and the key really is that the timber framers and the house builders work together to really try and get that to cost neutral. That's the target.
So it's not just seeing timber in terms of its cost, but in terms of its value over 20 years of a home, 30 years of a home.
But also to really home in on the validated performance, showcasing exactly what can be done with that material and how it can be used to inspire the architects and the engineers.
Every year brings more and more exciting and interesting new innovations in timber. The next 2 or 3 years are very exciting in terms of the kind of things that are going to be brought forward.
So we've got to look at like speed of construction, getting buildings up, ready, open, so that, for example, you get your clients in earlier, you get your money going earlier. So we've got to look at the business benefits. We've got to look at the off-site part of construction, which means that you're doing most of the building, in fact, in a clean factory, which offers a lot in terms of improving the image of construction, where young people today don't want to spend time on wet, dirty, windy building sites.
So we're supporting Timber Expo because it's the only show that is covering the whole of the timber supply chain. It makes sense for us to be involved with it because we are trying to showcase what this industry is about, the opportunities for people to use timber within construction.
So Timber Expo sits in the middle of UK Construction Week and the UK Construction wider shows. And you can see the role of timber in that wider construction market.
So to have everybody together and the networking that can happen because of this is absolutely pivotal to bring the sector forward.